Today it is November 12th, Friday, November 12th, and this is your daily financial news. My name is Michael Zuber, author of One Rental at a Time, creator of this awesome YouTube channel that brings you daily content, expert series, just amazing stuff. And I can tell you, it really starts to feel like one rental at a time message, consistency, doing the work, no shortcuts, just being authentic is starting to pay off. What we're going to do first is we're going to do some quick announcements. Let's give a shout out to everybody who told me they closed a deal yesterday. This is going to be an amazing list. This is going to be the biggest week yet, which is awesome. And I just want to recognize everybody doing the work. So let me go through this together. And please, shout out everybody who's a part of One Rental at a Time that is doing the work and getting the deals. Drew, congratulations for doing the work and getting the deal. Hernan and Neftalia, congratulations for doing the work and getting your deal. Karen and Jim, congratulations for doing the work and getting your deal. I think this might be your second card, so congratulations for doing the deal. And then finally, folks, somebody who had 0 rentals back as soon as April of this year, been a follower of the channel for over a year now, I believe. He let me know that they have successfully closed 11 rental properties. So we're going to read this one time through just to give him the shout out that he deserves. So Quito, congratulations. Quito. And again, folks, you get 1 card per deal. So Quito, congratulations. Quito. Quito. Hopefully I'm saying that correctly. Quito. Quito. Yep, again, 11 is a lot, folks. Quito. Quito, and finally, Quito. So, folks, again, Quito was nice enough to send me a note. If you want to send me a note, let me know that you appreciate the work that's being done here. Most folks just tag me on Instagram. They send me a direct message. It's just awesome. This is going to be a blockbuster number, right? If you remember earlier in the week, I think Omar did 9. But we've also had lots of people do their first or second deal. So going to be just an awesome week. Let me congratulate Drew, Hernan and Neftalia, and Karen and Jim, and of course, Quito. All of your cards will go in the mail today. So congratulations. A couple of other things, folks. A lot of you, dozens of you, took advantage of the special that I announced just totally off the cuff about Veterans Day. I'm going to let that run another day, just given the dozens that signed up. If you're going to buy my course, today is the day. $50 off. June 50 is the discount code. But do me a favor. Make sure you sign up for the private Facebook group. Private Facebook group is called One Rental at a Time Works. It is free. It is nothing extra. If you buy the course and join the Facebook group, you will count twice on my positive impact score. So let's get a lot more people in the group. And then if you're there, introduce yourself. The thousands of people in the group are amazing. You will see that yourself. So buy the course, join the group, start doing the work this weekend. All right, a couple of other things going on in the world. I actually put it in the title of this video. Over the last month or so, we have talked about the wealthy under attack and billionaires tax and this, that, and the other thing. I believe all of that is smoke and mirrors. All of that is DC magic. They are trying to say, look over here, because they don't want you to look over here. Right now, folks, it brings me no pleasure, no joy, but we need to recognize what is going on. The poor and middle class are under attack. Every single person. Doesn't matter race, religion, sex, age. They are under attack. They are being ravaged by inflation. Inflation, as was reported by the CPI, is 6.2. I think the number is underreported. And also, I think it is accelerating and likely to be accelerating for the next 3 to 6 to 9 months. It is not good. The poor pay the price. The middle class pay the price. The rich, it doesn't matter. So in the end, folks, as I had that shirt created, you can use inflation. I believe you have been given a gift. The Federal Reserve is intervening in the market. They have forced rates lower. In the residential real estate market, you have the luxury of locking in 30-year debt at stupid low rates. If you are doing the work, you are starting to see more inventory in your market. The housing slowdown is real. Opportunities are coming. But you must do the work. Do the work. If you don't know what that means, buy the freaking course. Today, for you, it's $250. And then join the group. Be around a lot of other people who are doing the work. It's really a wonderful group. You'll likely build friends and network that will really help you move forward. So again, it brings me no joy. But hey, we've always been real on this channel. Inflation is real. It is getting worse. I only know of one way to beat it, and that is to buy assets that will inflate as inflation takes over, and, oh, by the way, that produce income, and the special extra whipped cream and cherry on top is your 30-year debt stays fixed. I believe in this so much, folks, that on this channel about a month ago, maybe 6 weeks ago, I brought to you Stephen Dow, and I told you that I personally got 30-year debt on an office building. This is important because if you have commercial properties, apartments, retail, office, you can't get 30-year money unless you're like tippity top buyer, because they're 3, 5, 7-year terms. On my office refi, I think I got 4.99, which is higher than most of you are thinking. You're like, oh my God, what are you doing? But I got it fixed for 30 years. I paid a point. I bought down the rate. I got a 7-year prepay because I'm not going to sell it. So I did everything I could to bring the rates down. I did that because I wanted to raise cash, not for buys today, but for what I see coming maybe in a year or two. I want to be ready. So again, for me, the most important, the most critical thing to do if you are following one rental at a time is 30-year money. Some of you are like me in that you may have an asset or two free and clear, like Dion from Dion Talk. We have now gotten Dion, who can still do residential loans, so I think he's working with Matt, the mortgage guy. He's going to go do a cash out refi, very conservative, I think 60, 65% LTV. So he has a pile, and he is going after a fourplex. The cheat code to wealth is real. We bring it to you every day. Please understand how to use it and go get it. So other stuff that is going on today, we have Johnson & Johnson kind of following General Electric. General Electric, I think it was yesterday, it might have been the day before, will no longer exist as it's constructed. It will go into 3 companies. Johnson & Johnson will follow suit and go into 2 companies. What we are seeing, folks, is more and more businesses are going, you know what? We are worth more in parts than together. And just for grins, I saw this happening in Asia as well. I believe Toshiba has recently announced that it will split into 3 companies. So if you are in the real estate market and you like, or I'm sorry, real estate market, stock market, and you like to gamble, you might want to look at big conglomerates and say, who might be next? Again, that is a game I do not play, but it does seem to be one that is being played today. Foreign buyers are something to watch. There are increasing reports of foreign buyers coming to the U.S. because there have been 20 months, that's a 2 and a 0, where we have had travel restrictions. And of course, in those last 20 months, a lot of nonsense has been going on in the world where the wealthy is under attack. Folks, history says when there is disruption in the world, especially in commerce and wealth, they come flocking to the United States. So we are about to likely have a lot of foreign buyers coming. Some YouTube channels out there have been talking about perhaps the foreign buyers disappearing. I think they are wrong. There may be a few that are forced to buy because of liquidity or sell because of liquidity issues, but the majority will become buying. Good news for us, if you follow one rental at a time, they're not playing where you and I play. Generally speaking, foreign buyers like new construction. Generally speaking, They are going to be kind of trophy assets. Generally speaking, they are left empty or perhaps with one of their kids who might be going to college. They are not cash flow. They are not rentals. They are they're just wealth preservation. They're calling them an asset is, I don't know, a stretch. They're just basically trying to get money out of Dodge and put it somewhere safer. So again, folks, this is coming. If you are a Manhattan real estate broker, your world is about to get busy. Probably LA as well. Probably Miami. Miami, I bet you gets a lot of business. Manhattan luxury real estate is on fire, like record breaking. They have had 8 properties sell in the last 90 days, over 50 million. Can you imagine stroking that check? That's a big check. They have had 1,623 transactions, over $4 million. Folks, stock market racing higher, the Fed pumping money. The rich got richer and they are buying some toys. Next up, we got retailers. Again, I have told you this is going to happen. Retailers, they don't have a lot of inventory. Retailers are going to reduce advertising and not have as many discounts, doorbusters. They don't have to. The American public, probably the world public, as we'll see in Singles Day in China, we want a dopamine hit from buying a widget. The last 20 months have sucked. This is just like July to me. Remember July in the United States? The president was declaring it's all over, get out of Dodge. I even had a trip. And that's what's going to happen in Q4. People have an extra, couple of bucks in the bank, right? We talk about 1.2, $1.3 trillion in excess savings. A lot of that is getting spent this quarter. But that doesn't mean the economy is healthy. That just means that we got a lot of savings and we're gonna party like it's 1999. And retailers are going to win. Dillard's, I don't believe there's a Dillard's in California, but I believe they're a large retailer across the country. They earned $9.81 a share. Let that sink in. This is a retailer, right? Retailers are supposed to have skinny margins. Well, guess what? If you don't have to put anything on sale because there's no inventory and there's lots of people chasing unlimited goods, jack up the price. This is what is happening. Fossil Watch. I don't know if you know who Fossil is, but this is a retailer, watchmaker that usually sells based on sales. Does that make sense? Their revenue is based on discounts. They haven't had to do that. Limited inventory. Everybody got money. Why discount? So again, it is pretty interesting what's going on. I expect Q4 to be a blowout number. I believe Christmas will be a blowout number. We are already seeing people buy for Christmas, and that is only going. Wait till Thanksgiving. The rush. We are going to see increasing pictures of empty shelves, and that is going to make more people buy. The consumer is easy to predict. Easy to predict. Once they believe something, they all chase it. And then we get to 2022 and there's less savings and people are all tapped out with credit cards. And it's going to get interesting. But Q4, it's going to be amazing. What do we got? So earlier, I don't know, when did I do this? I think I talked about this with Jonathan Twomley yesterday, who is our apartment syndicator. We talked about rent increases having to abate. They just have to. They can't keep going up. Unfortunately, I see a lot of deals being done today, and if you're a limited partner, be very careful. Too many people are banking on rent increases going forward. I shared a very personal and heartfelt story from my youth. I remember my mother sitting around a kitchen table with a couple of bucks left in a checking account, having to make choices. This is going to happen again. And let me tell you, as a landlord, rent is not priority one. Food is priority one. Likely electricity is priority two. Phone probably right up there. So your rent increases have to slow down. They just have to. Inflation is crushing the poor and middle class. Yes, wages are up, and it is awesome. And I've told you it was coming. It's up 5.2%. Unfortunately, inflation is up 6.2, and I think that is underreported. It's not a good story. If you have the means, do the work, get cash flow, buy assets. It's how you move forward. As for the question I got from Nathan, they're both asleep, so I'll they're both asleep and frankly too far away for me to get. I'll make sure I show Happy and Sunny another time. So as I wrap this up, I want to tell you about money moves I'm making because I believe rates are going up. First and foremost, I looked at a couple of my loans that were over 5%. These were residential loans. I did some rate and term refis, which significantly brought down the payment and allowed me more cash flow. Next, I had some apartments with apartments in an office building that were on adjustable rate mortgages because that's what they give you. I found the time, worked with Velocity Mortgage, and got 30-year money on those. And then finally, I did do a cash out refinance on free and clear properties. If you know my story or you've read this book, you know that I paid off some assets in 2018. Well, I believe right now is the time to get debt. So I took some of those assets and got debt. And I am willing to wait. For those of you out there going like, oh my God, you paid off a debt, now you have more. You know what? I'm paying 4%. What I plan to do in the next 2 or 3 years is get 8, 9, 10% on my money. Worst case, it's 2025 and I can get no deals. I will simply cut a check and pay off the mortgage. It's okay. No big deal. No harm, no foul. The problem is if I have these assets free and clear in 2025 and then I do a cash out refi, what is going to be my rate? It might be 7, 8, 9%. I will have the money now. I will leave it in a bank. I will never look at it. I will never spend it. I won't buy a stupid toy, but I will have it ready if something pops up in 2025. So again, folks, what do I do on this channel? I tell you what I'm doing. I hope it helps. I've created the How to Get Started One Rental at a Time course because I know it works. We have thousands of members doing it. Just yesterday, dozens of people signed up because of the discount, June 50, which I will leave open for one more day. And if you do join the group, How to Get Started, or I'm sorry, One Rental at a Time works. Yeah, let's have some fun. Let's do the work. Let's use inflation to get you rich. Take care, everyone. Have a wonderful day. Bye.